Hello everyone and welcome back to Cursed Crit. Unfortunately, OBS did not pick up the first 15 minutes of the episode. I don't know what happened, but I will do my best to catch you back up to speed. So, in the last episode, the party had heard wolves nearby and decided to hide in Esmeralda's wagon. Once they felt that there was some sort of friendly atmosphere, they stepped out where they were met with a wolf pack, who they later found out was led by Emil, as well as a dark gray wolf with a lightning design down his side, which was revealed to be Bolt. During that same time, Van Richten had returned from Vallaki with fabric silk in hand, and at that point, the only ingredients to the vampire cure that they had was the silk and the dragon scale. They are still missing the drop of blood from the vampire, a griffin feather, and a child's skull. But Woe had the idea of using the wolves to track down Irina, so she went into the wagon to dig around and found an amulet of Lathander that belonged to her, and decided to go to the wolves and ask for their help in tracking, in which they agreed to. While they were focusing on the scent, the party, Esmeralda, and Bolt all headed to town, where they had passed by Blinksies, where they originally had gotten Kermit, who they ended up burning to a crisp. So, they ended up going to the church to visit Father Petrovich again, and while there, Woe had asked if they could get more blessings, in which Father Petrovich denied, saying he couldn't. And as they were leaving, Adrian had asked Esmeralda about the Markovich family, in which they had learned that while there was no information to be given about their family, there was information that Rahadin was in fact a mass murderer. That put everyone on edge, but eventually brushed it off as they ended up going to an armor shop to retrieve substitutes for what they had lost. Once done there, they reunited with the wolves, in which they had said they had gotten a lead to Irina. So, the party has been following the wolves and trying to figure out a game plan. They were originally going to take the wagon, however, they brought up that they still need that child skull, and they refused to use Elise for it. So, Van Richten decided to head into the Vistani camp then and there, considering the urgency that the party was using. And Esmeralda had told them that she needs to keep the wagon back, so when Van Richten returns, they can make a getaway. So the party followed after the wolves, and, well, the party stayed by the wagon. Woe had followed after the wolves as they took a slow pace, going towards, presumably, Castle Ravenloft. And Woe was basically asking, hey, can we ride on your back? And trying to get all this information from them and permission to see if they could do that, considering it would be faster to ride on the back of a wolf to the castle rather than just walking. And that's where we had left off, or at least that's where the audio will pick up. Again, I'm sorry about the inconvenience, but I hope you enjoyed the episode.
Why are you so confused?
Emil just shakes his head, similar to Bolt, and lowers his body to the ground, and Bolt does the same.
She's just gonna put both of her arms out by her side and be like, what?
I don't think they're gonna answer you.
Can I cast Speak with Animals, perhaps?
If you want to.
Do that. I'm gonna cast...
Okay.
We didn't get a long rest, did we?
Nope.
Okay.
You haven't
Cool,
gotten
that's
any
gonna be
kind
fun.
of rest.
Oh yeah, no, I was about to say, because I went to the Roll20 and my HP is super low.
Once first level spell slot left, I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Don't do that. Don't, Sin.
It's too late.
Do
It's
that.
too late.
Sin!
As you guys are bickering, this light kind of washes over all of the wolves. And Sin, only you can see it. But you can hear this mild chattering between a couple of them, just talking about like, man, do we have to do this? Yeah, the boss said we gotta. And that kind of thing.
Well,
Hmm.
okay.
Okay.
No one likes us here, man.
Like, sort of crouch down, kind of, just to get like, because I'm 6'2", so I'm gonna bend down a little. I'm just gonna. Can I ask who the boss is?
It's
What?
oh my god, Sin! Does Sin say that out loud?
See if it's with the sort of wolf
Yeah,
barking.
Is Sin saying it in common or wolf language?
barks.
Probably.
Uh,
You don't need to talk anymore.
so all of you just see Sin barking at this wolf.
No!
And the wolf barks back at you, Sin, and you hear him say, Emil is the leader. He's right up there.
Good to know.
Fucking kill myself. Okay. Okay.
Whoa, literally knew that before it would go off, I guess.
So we were wondering.
Sin snapped.
And Sin turns to Woe, and you know the thing like bilingual people do, where like they so like they have to like switch between languages. It's
Does
weird.
Sin fucking bark at whoa?
Okay, well, and then they're like, oh shit. And they're like, do you what were you here for again? Why are we doing this? Hello?
Whoa just blinks and was like, "Did you just bark at me?" Anyway,
Elise mimics your bark, Sin, except you can tell like what she's barking. She's basically just saying custard. Like it's not shit. It's not a high. It's just custard.
I love it. Sin laughs, pats her head.
Whoa just sort of blinks and she's like, I was going to ask if they're okay with us, right? You didn't need to do that, I just
Done
needed
it.
your animal expertise. You didn't need. What did you ask them?
I have a 1 in animal handling.
What did you ask them, Sin?
I just
Yeah, tell the
them.
lady what you asked us.
And then they turn and kind of like bark and like, so I'm not
What did you?
I just I asked them where I could like who's in charge and who I could like talk to, because
She blinks and she's like, I literally, you didn't need to use your energy for that. I literally already knew that, Sin.
listen, I didn't know, it's fine. Now we can use it to just talk to them. And then they hold up a hand and they just kind of like bark back to the dogs.
Sin,
Like
most of these are werewolves. You realize they understand common, right? Probably, right?
Sin just stares blankly at before turning back to the wolves.
She like sort of calls to the wolves like, you guys can understand me, right?
All of them bark once in unison.
What do they say?
Sin, you can hear it as a yes.
Oh, so one bark literally means yes. That's fucking iconic, man. That's iconic.
I'm sorry, I love being right. Anyway.
Elise barks again.
She's like one bark means yes, right?
Bark.
She like looks over to Sin and just like, how tall is Sin?
Tall? I think there's...
I'm assuming.
Is 6
Pretty
foot 2.
tall, right?
6'2".
Yeah,
Holy
6 foot 2.
shit!
How tall?
Holy
6'2".
6'2".
Oh my god, they're a foot hot taller than each other. She's gonna get on her tiptoes and just sort of like pat Sin's head and just be like, "It's okay. I understand.
Ben,
Hey, Sin, just translate for me. Are you okay with us riding on your backs, or would you rather not? I want to cut down some time here."
Sin, you hear the wolf you were talking to before just kind of say under his breath, and it comes out in a growl, and he says, "Didn't she already ask that? I heard him say yeah."
should I roll perception for that, or I can just hear it?
You can just hear it.
Laughs.
And Elise doesn't know what's going on, but Adrian and Joan, she's taking both of your hands and bringing you over to Emil, who's still laying on the ground, waiting,
Okay.
and just like climbing up onto his back.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. This is great.
This is really good content.
Does Emil react in any way when she does?
No, he's still sitting there. She's like paper on his back.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna let her be there.
This is
Joan, are you gonna let her be there, or are you gonna jump on too?
I'm gonna jump on.
Oh my god.
I'm
Okay.
a little thing.
And since you're wearing armor, you weigh a little more, so now Emil looks over his shoulder to see who's on his back before dismissing it.
You know.
Woe's gonna get on one of their backs.
Oh my god, Adrian's gonna be like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Sin's gonna like awkwardly kind of like go on one of their backs, just very. They're gonna go on the back of the
like
wolf that was
apologetic. Like, I'm so sorry.
go on the back of the wolf that was like talking before.
We literally spent an entire with the equivalency of like 15 minutes asking the wolves if they're cool with it, and they said yes. There's no need to apologize. Get on the back. It's going to be a long ride. Just go.
Also, whose fault is it for it being 15 minutes?
Okay.
Okay, Adrian's gonna get on one of their backs.
No, listen to me. I don't want to step on any more fucking toes while we're here. We've already made enemies of almost every single person here. I'm not gonna do something that ends up being taboo, or like something that someone doesn't like. And she looks completely serious while saying this, by the way. She's dead serious, and she just gets on the wolf and just stops talking.
Rip.
As silence just falls over the crowd, the only sound that can be heard for a few seconds is Bolt saying under his breath, "Wow."
That's Adrian too. They're just like, oof. Okay.
But
Go on the back of the wolf that like was talking about, was muttering under their breath earlier.
as you do that, they look back and glare at you.
So thumbs up.
But once all of you are situated, Emil is rising back up to his feet and is now taking off into a run. So, Elise is like clinging to Emil's fur, and she seems to be laughing and giggling. But you
Aw.
guys are running at a very fast pace. And
Great.
Atlas is actually flying to keep up with you. And he's flying right above you. Not high above to give away your position, but high enough.
Okay.
And it does take you some time to actually reach your destination. But you do manage to get out of here. Sorry.
We got out of here. Yay! We're not in.
We're not brilliant anymore. Woo!
But as you continue to run, thick fog begins to develop under their paws and start to slowly rise
Oh, God
and
damn it.
become more opaque
Oh, jeez.
Myth.
as you're running
It's
forward.
very important that I know.
It seems like the mist, but it's not. It doesn't seem to have any life to it, it's just lingering there.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
And as you pass through it, it sends a shiver down your spine. And you can hear, despite it being like middle of the day, you can hear a few bats fly through this mist.
No.
And they seem to be,
Exactly.
as you're running, they seem to be right next to the pack before the sounds disappear as they go even further forward than you.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck me.
But after some time, you do manage to pass through this archway with the large black castle in front of you. And it's there that the pack comes to a sudden halt, almost flinging Elise off, almost flinging Joan off, too, since you both are so small.
Uh-huh.
But once they come to a stop, Bolt looks at, or tries to look at all of you. You kind of are dispersed among the pack. And he says, "Her scent leads here. She's in there
She
somewhere."
nods. She nods and she gets off and she's like, "Can you get an exact location? Like, can you get closer?"
"I can try, but it may be dangerous."
Well,
If you're not ready to take that risk, then I absolutely understand. But we need all of the help that we can get, and we need to get this girl out and away.
"Perhaps we should rest?"
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
actually a very good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And when you all agree to it, almost all of the wolves just drop down. And then you can hear some of them being like, "Ah, finally."
Citizen laughs and like ruffles the hair. I don't like pets the wolf that like are there one.
Okay. And everyone roll me a perception check.
Motherfucker! You're gonna do
Bleh.
that.
Okay.
Just let me sleep.
just let us rest. Oh, jeez.
That's a 23, baby.
That is a 17.
That's a 9.
Okay. Oh, a nat 20. Okay.
2 23s. And one's a nat 20.
Since it is a nat 20, Joan,
Mm-hmm.
like, as the pack of wolves come to a halt and you slide off Emil, you can see roughly 5 feet away. It's almost obscured by the fog, but you see a discarded toy. Something no child could love.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Ah,
I'm so scared.
Can I go up to it and check it out?
Yeah, you can.
Yay!
So, when you go near it and you pick it up and look at it, you can see it's a wooden puzzle box, 6 inches on a side, carved with silhouettes of leering clown faces. The box...
Yeah, no wonder why a child couldn't love this.
And if you shake it, the box rattles.
It's filled with the bones.
The clown box.
Oh,
It's
no.
clown box?
Oh my god, no!
I think it's Griffin McElroy canon in Curse of Strahd.
It's like...
Well, looking around the fucking forest, I abandoned my boy. I abandoned my boy!
It's like a jack-in-the-box, not like a giant clown box.
It's a tiny clown
It's
box.
got clowns on it, and it's a box.
It's got a little hand sticking out, beckoning you over.
It is closed at the moment.
it's a puzzle box, right?
Yeah.
Can I try solving it?
Alone?
Roll
Yeah.
an intelligence check.
Luckily for that,
I'm gonna laugh
intelligence
so
check.
fucking hard if this fails.
I got a +4. How can it fail?
I have a +7
got
in
a-
perception,
damn
so.
I got a 17.
So you're trying your hardest to open this box, but it does not open.
God damn it! Can
Holy
I brute
shit,
force it?
Huh?
Can I brute force it?
No matter how hard you try, it does not open. And each time you keep moving it, it continues to rattle.
I feel
Can-
like you should probably bring that back.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Okay.
Joan in the middle of a forest trying to solve a puzzle box by herself.
So you bring this box back to the party, and all of you can see, like, the clown faces on the sides, and the obvious puzzle.
Roll Arcana on it.
Yeah, you can.
Ooh, can
Gonna
I
do
roll
that.
Arcana too?
Whoever
Wow, that's not bad.
whoever wants to
I
roll
have-
an Arcana can roll an Arcana.
Cool.
Okay.
That's a dirty 20.
God damn it! How did I get a 12?
Haha.
18.
20.
Oh wait, I got a 10. Oh shit.
Well,
I laughed at you for getting a 12, and then I got a 10.
well, you feel like there is something. I'm so sorry.
Is that the wolves?
It's the wolves.
It's the puppies.
Barking at the box.
You feel there's something missing from this box. Like something magical missing from this box.
Okay, I think there is a possible way that I could try and see what that thing is.
You're not sure. You can try to solve it.
I would like to try and solve it.
Okay. And also, during this time, all of you are taking a long rest, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Thank God.
Yeah. So you'll be back to full health, and all your spell slots will be returned. But as you are resting, the sun is going to set, and night's gonna come.
Okay.
Oh,
But-
jeez.
If you want to solve the box, roll an intelligence check.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay. Intelligence check?
Yep.
Okay. That's a 21.
Okay, so you are able to open it.
Yay.
When you open it, where it was rattling before, there is nothing inside of it. There's no explanation
Oh.
towards why it was rattling.
If I try and close it again and rattle it, does it rattle?
Yes.
That's weird.
Something ghosty.
And as it's rattling and as you're fidgeting with this, Sin,
Okay.
Oh no.
you hear a voice perk up and say, "Oh,
Okay.
I recognize that!"
Huh?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, Sin does an entire flinch. Like they.
I feel like Adrian probably, like, recognizes it. Like, at least, like, because I think they know about Kermit now. Like, I would assume that
Kermit,
they.
yeah.
I don't think we'd know that it was Kermit, though, would we?
No, I just think you just see Sin flinch.
Yeah. None of you see Kermit except for Sin.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I would assume, like, we know about Kermit, right?
I'm gonna be 100 with you. Well, actually, I'd say that I'd forget about it, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't forget about it, especially after the huge deal that I made from it.
Woe is the
But
only
I'm
one
more
that
focused
knows.
on the box. I'm like opening it and shutting it again, and like trying to like sort of like putting it up to my ear and shaking it and like fudging around with it.
Yeah, Woe is the only one that knows.
Okay.
'Cause they
well,
had that
Adrian's
deep talk.
Adrian's probably gonna just see Sin flinch and just go, you good?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Why are you lying to them?
Ooh!
You know that's not good.
5 seconds. I'm gonna go over there and.
As soon as she says, or do they say talk to myself out loud?
Oh, they say I'm just gonna go over there and think about stuff or something.
she's gonna look up and like raise a brow, like while she's fudging with this box, and she's gonna be like, "Where are you going, Sin?"
Like 5 feet away, I guess. Like that's not canon, but canon? No, that's not what they say in character. But they're just not far. This area, just not far.
I'm a little suspicious, but I'm not gonna metagame and because I know what it is. Obviously, we all know what it is.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Or I think
She's
it's
gonna like
I don't know.
Wolf's gonna look at them and just sort of like squint a little bit, but just slowly nod and be like, "Okay, just try and stay near us, okay?" And she's gonna go back to the box and like she like keeps on like unlocking it, locking it again, shaking it, like trying to see if there are any like hidden compartments, stuff like that.
No, it continues to rattle, and even as you open it and dig through it, there is absolutely nothing inside.
She's just gonna keep on doing it over and over again, like expecting different results.
And
Sin's gonna get like 5 to 10 feet away, and then like Beth's just kind of like, okay, what do you mean you recognize that?
well, I recognize that. That came from the same place I came from.
What are you talking about?
Blink says.
Don't you remember where you got me?
Blink says.
Right.
This is the ghost in your head.
Did I get you from? Did you come from my death? Is that something?
No.
Well, I mean, sort of.
Where did I get you? Oh. Why? Okay. Okay. I burnt the one that came from Blinksies, so it's not you. But continue. What is it doing here?
That was my original home.
Holy shit! He was a Jack in the Box. Kermit in the box.
And I mean, since you did burn me, I guess we're stuck with each other forever.
Oh
Oh!
Oh.
Oh! Sin widens their eyes, and they're just kind of really lowly, just kind of, what are you talking about?
Well, if you returned me home, maybe I would have left you be. But since you burnt me, I mean, I have no home to go to anymore.
Oh no.
Dude, to just like make you a vessel and put you in it.
That sounds really bad.
I hate Kermit so much.
And like he's saying this, and he's still charred. And like almost phantom embers still linger on his form. And where his eyes, I don't want to say where his eyes were full of life before, because they weren't. They're now like
Full
these.
of life.
They're like this magma color.
Oof.
Lava, spirit of the fire.
Wow.
Can
Wow.
if I make you, I dress it up to look like you, then if I put you in the box, will you leave me alone?
I mean, you burnt me, Sin. That's not very friend-like, first of all.
I know it's not, but
So why'd you do it? I'm only trying to help you, you know that.
It's what he
not-
deserves.
you're not.
We're friends. Didn't you say you
I
trusted
hate you,
me?
Syra. I hate you, Syra. Sorry, continue.
I have a family now, and you're. I don't know if you have a place in that family.
But you accepted a little girl into the family, and you accepted that. And he's pointing over to Atlas.
It is a griffin, and
His name is Alice.
If you can accept them into your family, you can accept me.
the difference between them and you. One of them isn't just a figment of my imagination.
But I'm not. I'm real. And he, like, pats your cheek, and you feel it. You even feel like this faint burn.
Winces again, but a little more subtly. If you're so real, why can't anyone else see you?
They don't want to see me. They don't like me, Sin.
That's fair.
It's true, and you should say it.
They want to tear us apart, but I want to be with you. I want to improve you. But they're not going to let me do that.
What the fuck is this squib bullshit?
Jeremy.
Fuck is this squib bullshit, Syra?
Can't believe you're just a squid.
Oh. I just
Why,
want to be
though?
your friend.
Why? Why of everyone are you improving me?
Well, I want to see you grow. That's what friends do.
Anyone else, and you chose me?
'Cause you're special.
'Cause you died.
Because you died.
I hate Kermit.
You're gonna be very important, Sin. You just don't know it yet.
Oh, I don't like that.
Ooh, nothing quite sets my blood aboil like those shit things.
What are you talking about? What do you mean I'm gonna be important soon?
Oop, I've said too much.
Fuck you.
No, you gotta give me answers if you want me. You need to convince me that I should keep you around. I should listen to you.
Well, there's a possibility that maybe, if you decide to, you can become a king.
Huh?
Mm.
Oh, shit.
Kermit,
Yeah?
the last time I was near royalty, quote unquote, I was in a noble family and I got kicked out because I was framed for trying to poison my grandmother. I don't want anything to do with kings and queens.
Hell yeah.
Whoa! Whoa!
Sin's a badass.
Damn, okay.
Remind me never to piss off Sin!
What? You can be a better king? Like, you can be awesome. Not that you're not already, but you could be cool.
Awesome.
Awesome.
You're really pushing this be more chill aesthetic right now.
You are.
Not, trust me, not intentionally.
You're really getting into squip mode, aren't you? Fucking cow.
Not intentionally. There's reason to all of this, I promise.
Oh god, okay.
We won't know
I
until
don't
like
like that.
2 months.
King of what? King of what town? What would I be doing?
It all depends on which place you decide to take over.
Don't
Take over.
Damn, okay.
It's a possibility that you could either become King of Barovia if you want, or...
Oh.
Kermit buddy?
Yeah?
Sir the king.
What?
The king.
He's like glossing over that.
Answer me.
Or, if you don't want to be King of Barovia, you might be able to become King of the Sword Coast.
No, no,
Yes,
no.
Strahd, no, Kermit,
Oh,
Kermit.
no.
No water deep for me, thanks. I'm good.
Considered a king.
Well, the ruler.
The ruler.
You could be a good king or a bad king, or you could be like a
It
king
could
that's
be
not
whatever
even there.
you want.
I don't want to be any king. I don't.
It'll give your friends protection. Just think about what I've said, please. Royalty isn't that bad. And with that, Kermit disappears.
Hey,
Fuck you.
Can I take this opportunity to say that she's kind of been listening into this conversation the entire time?
Roll a perception.
Cool. I can do that.
Adrian's probably. I wouldn't be surprised if Adrian wasn't paying attention, so. You know.
Oh wow, that's a 19, and you said perception?
Yeah.
Perception. Yeah, that's a 24.
Hell yeah.
Sen, I'm assuming you're trying to hide this?
Yeah, at least in the start. So I'm gonna roll stealth.
Yeah.
Against a 24? Good.
I'll try 16.
Yeah. Well, you can hear it.
Okay. I'm not gonna address it just yet, but okay. That's interesting. Thank you.
Alrighty. Sin just takes a moment to collect themselves. They kind of wipe out their eyes, and their hands are shaking, and they're gonna try and like calm them down, at least stop them somewhere where people can't see them, so behind their back, I assume. And they walk with back to the party.
Okay.
Woe has given up on the box at this point and has just been writing in her journal.
Alright.
Well.
Do you guys want to share a few words, or are you gonna sit in silence for this rest?
Saying a
Woe's
word.
actually gonna make it a point not to talk to anyone. She's just writing down in her journal.
Okay.
Yeah, we killed him.
Adrian's probably like dozing off at this point.
Alright.
They're sleepy.
So, as you all begin to just chill out and relax to the best of your ability, considering what you're in front of, time seems to almost rapidly accelerate, like the sun is lowering from the sky and being replaced with the moon. And when all of you are actually back up and rejuvenated and like, yeah, let's get shit done, you realize night has fallen. And the mist around you seems to have thickened.
Ah,
Oh jeez.
Oh, I'm scared.
Okay, we need to start looking for Irina now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask for a better idea of where exactly, or at least what direction, the stench is coming from, or the smell, less stench, more smell.
Bolt is like sniffing the air and sniffing the ground again. And as he opens his mouth to talk, all of you can hear the sound of a wagon.
Okay.
And after a few seconds, you see Esmeralda's wagon pass through the archway and come to a halt. And Van Richten steps out from it. And there seems to be traces of blood on his hand still, but he seems to be wiping it off.
She's gonna just sort of get up and walk to him and just silently say, like under her breath, "Did you get it?"
Yes, I got it. And he's taking out, like he's opening his coat, and using you, Woe, to kind of obscure Elise's sight, he's handing over this small skull.
Oh no!
To be or
So
not
sad.
to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis noble in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, in order to take arms against a sea of trouble, to die, to sleep no more. And by to sleep we say we in the heartache, to die to sleep perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub from that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we are chilled with all this mortal coil must give us pause. Anyway, she takes that skull and puts it in her bag, like doesn't necessarily want to touch it, but like kind of like hot potatoes it. Not with throwing it, but like let's get this out of my hands and into the bag.
Right.
And then she's gonna walk over to Atlas and be like, "Hey, I need to take one of your feathers. Are you okay with that?"
Atlas doesn't seem to care. It's like he's not
Okay.
not even paying attention.
Okay, she's gonna take one.
And you hear him squawk, but he doesn't do anything.
She's gonna kind of like pat her hand over like where the feather ended up getting plucked and just go like, "I'm sorry, it had to be," and puts that in her her bag as well.
Okay. And at this point, Van Richten is taking up the book you gave him and looking back through it to look at the cure. And he's ushering the party over. So he's ushering all of you over.
Okay.
Okay.
When all of you are there, he is going to point to the drops of vampire blood that the recipe calls for and says, "How do you expect to get this?"
I guess us.
The reception is tonight, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Well, I presume that's when we do it, or if we can end up getting Irina alone. But that's it. Well, would she be a vampire now? Considering
From what we
she's
said, the entire night has to go by, right?
Yep.
yeah.
So this is more like a backup plan, just in case if we can't
Yeah.
find Irene.
That's what I was saying. Like, if it ends up from worst, like if worst comes to worst, then we can just get her probably at the reception, or if we can manage to get Irina alone. But that's if we don't get Irina.
But yeah, and that's also like it has to be a drop of the vampire's blood, not like a vampire in general. It has to be hers, right?
Yeah, yeah.
She sort of stops and she's like, "Guys, what if we tried it on Strahd?"
Oh. Would we be able to get the blood of the vampire who turned him though?
You don't need the blood of the vampire that turned him, just a drop
It's
of
the vampire I think we're
The
trying to
vampire that
cure.
you want to turn back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cure, yeah.
Gotcha. In that case, is it worth it?
The thing is, do we want to?
I'm gonna ask Van Richten his opinion.
He says, "I'd rather see that man dead."
Okay. Then we'll focus on Irina for now. If worse comes to worse, we can have both. I mean,
You get the
it
best
would
of
only
both
work for
worlds?
one,
I
but
mean-
we have both as an option. And I guess doing it on Strahd is more of a gamble because, and she like sort of points to the tome. Well, her bag, which has the tome, and she's like, "This said something about like the only thing that can kill him is the sun. I don't think that a witch's brew, no matter how powerful, will be able to completely make him back to humanoid. Or human, I guess. Less humanoid. But whatever the case, we need to go now, and we need to find Irina, and if things don't work out with Irina, then we need to get her blood, use the potion, and try and get her back. Joan has the sun sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And we have the tome. We have everything except for the one person who Madame Ava said that would be an extremely big help for us in the fight against Strahd. I hate to say it, but we have to prepare for anything. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Remember, this is just in case if something happens.
Yep.
But I don't know. We just need to be prepared.
Which one of you is the most responsible?
Whoa.
Whoa,
You
just sort of
asking
like
this
looks at him. Whoa, just looks at him and like gives him a look like, "Are you actually asking me this question?"
He's completely cleaning the blood off his hands at this point. And he's reaching into his coat and pulling out this scroll and handing it over to you, Woe.
It's the scroll of master resurrection, right?
Mm.
Scroll of Raised Dead.
Raise the dead.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm scared.
I'm gonna look real quick and see how the scroll of raised dead works.
So, roll an insight.
Oh boy. All my rolls have been really good today. I don't want to jinx this. Insight?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad. 17.
You assume all you have to do is open it and read it in front of the person that you want to bring back, and it'll just do its magic.
And it's just one?
Yep.
Okay. She's gonna nod and she's gonna be like, "Thank you."
Use it wisely.
See, here's the thing. I know that Woe is wise enough to use it wisely, but I know that I'm a dumb bitch. And
Mood.
will end up fucking up. This is completely out of character. She wouldn't break the fourth wall like this. I'm just telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. So that's that. She's just gonna nod. She's gonna be like, "I will."
Okay.
And with that, he's gonna just look at the wolves. The wolves are looking back, and you can just feel the tension in the air. Like you could cut it with a knife.
Oof.
And as one of the wolves growl, he just steps back into the wagon.
Well, this is awkward.
She's gonna take a deep breath. And she's going to be like, "If the opportunity arises that we don't see you again, thank you."
Just take down Strahd.
That's the plan. She's gonna look over to Ez. And she's gonna be like, "And thank you for everything." And she's gonna pause and take off the jacket, because she has her jacket on still. And give it to her and be like, "And thank you for this."
She'll take it and smile. And she says, "Of course. It was a pleasure helping all of you. I wish you the best of luck."
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
you need it. She's gonna kind of like grab Ez's hand for a couple seconds and look in her eyes and just nod once and be like, "Thank you." And just sort of like take a deep breath, step away, go back to her family, and be like, "I think this is it, guys."
Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
Emil and Bolt share a look. And since Emil can't exactly talk, only Sin can understand him, Bolt is gonna speak up, and he says, "Shall we get going?"
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yep.
So, I'm also looking at some stuff, don't mind me.
Scared. I'm so scared.
You are motherfucker?
Yes, I am. So all of you walk into the castle, led by Bolt, whose nose is still like pressed against the ground, trying to follow this scent. And as you're walking through like these empty halls, even your footsteps are basically echoing off the walls. And you can feel a breeze through the hallway, despite no windows being open. And in the darkness of the hallway, you can hear this demonic hiss as a black cat darts out of the shadows. It seems like it's trying its best to avoid you.
See, there's the cat. There it is.
I didn't realize
was
the
the
cat
cat.
part.
That was the cat guy.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Can't believe we just heard the cat.
Yeah, man.
I'm so immersed.
Woof.
I like Syra. I just as a sidebar, I want to let you know I haven't been this immersed in a session in a very long time, and you were doing an excellent job.
Thank you.
You are.
I've been trying to build this up since the very first episode.
Oh,
God.
geez.
I'm scared. I'm so scared.
Okay. Well,
Okay, so there's a
I'm like
cat.
I'm like legitimately like I'm getting a little misty eyed. Like I'm getting a little teary.
Yeah, same.
Is it from fear or?
Yes, it's from all. I can tell you right now, it's from all.
Everything.
every emotion.
Every emotion at once.
Ooh, that's a lot of emotions there, buddy.
You're right.
I'm so scared.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's
So
a
this black cat is darting past all of you, trying its best to avoid you.
Well, I'm
And
gonna
I
let it go by.
Yeah, I want to see what the fuck this cat is. Is it like an actual cat? Like,
It seems to be an actual cat.
it's an omen, is what it is. Okay.
Yeah. I don't like it.
I don't care. I'm gonna go straight to where Irina is, or where the wolves are saying Irina is.
So, let me just check this really quick. Because Bolt is still leading the way. So that is... Where the fuck is that? That is... Wow,
Take your
okay.
time.
Yeah. All of you end up going back to the same place you were before, with the 4 graves. And Strahd's grave. Or Strahd's
Oh,
coffin.
that's so smart.
So you passed through the water, making these sloshing sounds as you moved along.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does Irina's current state identify her as dead?
Yes.
She got the
I think I know.
blood sucked out of her. Oh, I think I know what you're gonna do.
oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Let's dig up these fucking graves again.
Yeah, as you go through the same process, I'm assuming you dig up the same dirt as you did before. She's
Yeah.
there again. So you can take
Well,
her
that's
out.
smart, putting her in the same exact spot.
Okay.
So you
She's
have
gonna-
her body. What?
She's gonna quietly be like, "He told me to use this wisely. Should I raise her?
If you can.
At least she'll be able to fight, right?"
Yeah.
Can I try and see if there are any drawbacks for raising dead that is like turned by a vampire or trying to be turned by a vampire?
Van Richten still has your book, so you're not entirely sure.
But from what I read, because I read that thing pretty extensively,
Right.
as is all of the books.
Roll a history check.
Okay, we can do that. Nope, that's not good. I'm not even gonna bother saying it. It's not gonna pass. It's definitely not gonna pass.
Okay, so
It's not a 1, but it's not good.
yeah, you're not sure.
Can any of us roll
I was
something?
about to say, yeah. Is there any possible way? At least Joan would be able to know a little bit more, right? Because Joan's worked with like
Life and death.
it seems like both a cleric and a paladin thing to do.
Yeet.
Joan, you can roll history with advantage.
Oh,
Hell
fuck
yeah.
yeah. I got a
Oh,
plus
wow.
6 on history. Let's roll again. That's a 19.
So, from what you remember using a scroll, there seemed to be no drawbacks whatsoever.
Yay!
She may be weak for a while due to having all the blood sucked out of her, but
we don't have to carry her on our back.
no.
Which is good.
Okay.
Nice.
And as
Yeah,
you're discussing
then
this, Bolt is just sitting by the grave like an obedient dog, essentially. And
Aw.
Emil is waiting by the doorway
it
keeping
only
watch.
turns. Okay, and it's a dead creature that you touch, so I can just touch them. Okay, cool.
Touch them and read the scroll.
I'm gonna read the scroll out loud and also touch Irina to raise her, and then I'm going to immediately cast Cure Wounds and give her some HP back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
Oh,
cast
boy.
Cure Wounds at a 2nd level.
So go ahead and roll.
Okay, let me. I haven't used Cure Wounds in a while. Give me a second. I hope this is what Van Richten meant by use it wisely. I don't know anything. 1d8 plus spellcast. Okay. Where the fuck is my d8? Hey to the viewers at home. I'm sorry that I'm like this. Is this a d8? This is my d8. Okay. 1d8. So it'd be 2d8 plus my spellcasting. Fuck is my other d8? Okay. Oh wow. Okay. That's 13 plus my spellcast mod, which is that my spell attack bonus? No. No, that would be whatever I cast within that mod. Okay. Oh my god, my computer is so slow. We can just cut this out, I guess. I
Nah.
don't know.
Nah, I'll leave it
Okay, so
in.
it's my wisdom mod.
So,
Oh, that's a plus 5. Okay. So that's 18. Did I do my math right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I think so, because it's 13
18.
plus 5.
Yeah. She gets 18 XP back.
alright. So she wakes up basically holding her neck where Strahd had bitten. And just based on her posture as she's sitting up and getting up, she's obviously feeling groggy and exhausted.
I can imagine.
Understandable.
Yeah.
And when she sees you, she actually smiles a bit.
Well, at least she doesn't hate us after what we
She's
did.
gonna take a deep breath and she's gonna be like, I am so sorry. We didn't anticipate whatever happened to you happening, but you're fine now. I think this is it.
I understand. It's okay. It's not your fault.
I think this is it. I think we're gonna need your help.
What's your plan?
She looks to the rest of the group and she's like, we can try and bide for more time, but he's just gonna get angrier and angrier. I kind of want to take you back to a church so you're safe, but I don't think that you'll be able to live your entire life in that place.
I'd rather than help than just sit in the church.
Yeah, exactly. We can try and bide some time, but if we go back, there's actually no, there's no way for that. I would like to bide some time. I would like to take as long as we possibly can and get strong enough, but I don't think that we have that time, especially considering how now that he's had you and whatever happens, we need to leave.
Yeah.
We either need to leave or we need to go address Strahd and do this now. And I don't think that we'll be able to.
Yeah. I don't think we're strong enough for that, at least.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we'd go in there and he'd just cast one fireball and we'd get our ass
And he's
kicks.
dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what
So
about
I
a
feel-
distraction?
What?
A distraction.
Like what?
What do you mean by that?
Although I don't like the idea at all. I can keep him distracted if
No,
you
no,
have
no.
something.
Oh no.
Arena, if you get first of all, you know Ismark is gonna have her asses on a platter if he figures out that you end up getting turned. You know
Ismark
this.
Yeah.
doesn't need to know.
Ismark is going to find out if you are the right hand to fucking Strahd. He's gonna find out.
That's why we don't let it happen. You brought
Yeah,
me
and
to...
she like gestures to her into the grave, and she's like, "But it almost did."
But it didn't.
And that I only have,
But it
I only had
didn't.
past tense had one scroll of raised dead. I don't have anything else.
Yeah.
Whoa, she's putting her hands on your shoulders. And she says, first, please take deep breaths. Second,
Yeah, no. For the record, she's extremely tense.
They all probably are.
Just gonna reach over and hold her
Like
hand.
because she's grabbing her shoulders. It's important for me to let you know.
second of all, I didn't get to... I'm not mad at you. Let's start there. I'm not mad at you because I knew all of you would pull through. Even if I was turned, I would trust you to dispose of me before anything could happen.
Oof.
But even
Oof.
after I was bit again, I trusted that you guys would be able to come up with some solution, and you did. I trust you. No matter what happens, I will trust you. And I won't blame you.
She nods and she's like, "That's absolutely respectable. But may I just say, extremely misplaced." Also, can I insist, like, it has to be the drop of a vampire's blood, right? It can't be the blood of someone who, like, if I took some of Irina's blood now, it wouldn't work with this, would it?
No, it wouldn't.
Well,
Fuck.
because she's human again, I think.
Yeah. She wasn't
Yeah,
turned yet.
okay. I didn't know if it was like the person, like it could either work with like as human and also as vampire or not. Okay.
It's gotta be the
Um,
vampire's blood.
Okay. So we have that just in case.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay. Irina, you would be under his control. Even if you served as a distraction, you would be under his control and you could hurt us. Or better yet, you could hurt someone that you care about. And let me tell you, whenever you hurt someone that you care about, you never forget about it, no matter how much you want to try.
As I said, I trust all of you. If I do start to hurt you, I want you to kill me.
Oh.
No. Wait, hold on. No! No, Irina! No! She like sort of like looks around and she's like, "We're spending way too much time in this castle. What are we gonna do?"
Well, I guess get out of here.
Yeah, we need to get out of here now. Something tells me that we definitely need to get out of here now.
At this
At
point,
least.
at this point, Bolt is like laying by the grave, and Elise is like climbing onto Bolt's back.
Well, I guess we can go.
Irina, I want you to come with us.
I will. I promise.
Okay. Then let's go for now. We'll try and see what we can do. But for now, we have several loose ties that if something happens, we're gonna need to tie them up.
Very.
So as you
Namely, as much as I hate to say it, Efek and the fucking burger. But we need to go now. Whatever we do, we need to go now. Let's go. We can bide our time, but for now we need to get out of here.
So as you guys begin to leave the castle, following the same path,
No.
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 it is eerily silent still.
No.
Like there's no voices except your own if you choose to speak. No sounds except your footsteps still.
I don't trust like that.
And after a couple minutes of just walking and heading up the stairs with the stairs creaking under your feet with each and every step, you hear a woman's scratchy voice calling out a name. Grizzlegut! Grizzlegut, where are you? A pox on you, you mangy cat! Through the darkness comes
Oh no, that's the cat!
Through the darkness comes a crone wearing a pointed black hat and a burlap gown stained with soot. So, yeah. If you want, you can try to hide from her.
Oh wait, hide? Yes. What do I have? Okay. Give me a second. I don't have anything.
Is everyone gonna try to hide?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
What's my stealth?
Yeah.
My
Everyone
stealth is
roll a
3.
stealth.
Mine too.
Oh, we're fucked, Joe.
Ooh, okay.
Same hat.
We're dead.
Hey,
Oh.
y'all have
Dead.
+3 stealth. Whee!
Same hat.
Same hat.
Same hat.
Oh, that's a 12.
I got a 19 though.
Oh,
So
fuck.
19, 20, 21, 22, bitch.
I got 17.
I got it. Oh,
Not one. Oh,
What'd you get, Toki?
Oh no.
not one. So it's a 4.
Don't laugh like that.
Oh man, okay.
We're fucked.
So,
We were all doing so well.
everyone moved to hide. But as everyone was, this hag-looking woman turns to look at all of you. And
Did she
points,
see all of us?
she saw all of you.
And
I fucked it.
Step in front of
dead.
Irina.
We're fucking dead.
Yep.
I'm gonna step in front of Irina. I think she's taller than me, so I don't think it does much. But I'm gonna try and block her.
She points a bony green finger at all of
Yes.
you. And she's hunched over, got this gray, very cluttered, unkept hair.
You were
falling over her
looking for your
shoulders.
cat, right?
And she says, "What are you doing here?"
Okay, answer my question. Were you looking for your cat?
Yes, I was looking for that cat.
Okay, first
Do
of
you
all,
remember what direction it went in?
Yeah, I was about to say, we could tell which direction it went in, right?
Roll a history.
Oh my we have to roll
Oh,
history
damn
for
it.
this.
Gotta see if you
Can't just
remember.
think back in our head and be like, oh, it was that direction.
All
We
of
could be
you
like,
dismissed that cat.
Got a 16.
I got a 17.
Oh, I got a net.
13.
So I got a 17.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, to the best of my recollection, with a 13, I could tell like a direction of where, right?
You're not entirely sure.
I'm gonna fucking sell it and make it look like I know exactly where this fucking cat is.
Well, hold on.
Do I know what direction it is?
Adrian and Sin, you both know the direction it went. Joan, you are
I don't.
thoroughly convinced it went the wrong direction.
I don't
Was
know.
it-
Shit.
Was the direction it went?
No,
Was
no,
it
you do know,
where?
Joan. Joan, you are convinced that it's the wrong direction.
Yeah, the direction that everyone else knows it is, you are convinced that that is not the direction the cat went in.
God, I'm such
Was
a dumb
the
bitch.
direction that the cat went? Was that where we came from?
It seems to be, yes.
I'm gonna point in the opposite direction.
If they do, she's gonna kind of nod and be like make it look like she knows exactly what she's talking about and be like, yeah, we saw the cat, it was right over there, and like nod to where Adrian's pointing.
Yeah, that direction.
Because if it's Sin and Adrian who know against Joan, like she's gonna take the higher number of the two.
Yeah.
that know against Joan.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're leaving that way, so Adrian's like mind is like, okay, then let's point it in the opposite direction, so we don't have to walk next to the person.
Okay. So, three of you are pointing one direction. Joan, I'm assuming you're like, nah, that's not the right way. This is the
Well, I
right
think
way. And
We're
pointing the
pointing in the
opposite way.
direction that Joan thought it was, right?
No,
No.
I'm pointing. No, because you would know it would be the opposite direction. Joan's
Yeah.
pointing to where we're going.
Oh god,
Right?
I'm
So-
confused now.
So, to clarify, the cat went basically where you're going, towards the entrance of the castle. Joan is pointing the opposite way.
Okay.
And that's where Adrian's pointing to, because they don't want the crone to follow.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know that unless Adrian was like, "Hey, I'm gonna throw this crone off her rhythm."
Adrian just gives
Well,
a
if-
look.
I retract that statement. If Joan and Adrian are both pointing in a different direction, she'll take the higher number and she'll point in that direction.
Sin is pointing into the direction where Joan and Adrian are too. So
Cool. So Woe's gonna do it too.
She follows your fingers, and it looks like she's making a mental note of it. But
Run.
And let's go.
in one hand, she clutches her broom tightly. It looks like it's been broken in half before. It's got like this cloth tying the middle of it together.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks back at you, and as she's talking, her breath just carries this putrid smell.
Ooh,
Like-
no.
It's disgusting.
Like someone who hasn't brushed in over a year. And she says, "What are you, all of you even doing here? You don't look like you belong."
Yeah, we don't. We're leaving. Goodbye. And she's just gonna walk to the entrance.
Speed walk.
Sin finger guns at her while they walk away.
Okay. So,
No.
No.
as you mention that, you hear this hag just yell at the top of her lungs, "Strahd!"
Running
Run,
towards the
run.
entrance.
Alright, let's go.
And if you look back, you can see after she yells, she's just nonchalant and going in the direction you pointed, calling after her cat. So you just hear these distant, "Grazzlegut! Grazzlegut, you damned cat!"
Incredible.
You do make it outside, however. And
Are Van Richten and Esmeralda still there?
No.
Fuck!
But
Fuck!
a crack of thunder shakes the castle, stirring the dust and cobwebs just outside of the door. You hear a voice, and that voice says, "Good evening." As you're running, you see mist basically rush in front of you and rise, and it forms
Oh.
Strahd.
I'm sweating from sweating.
God, fuck.
I've been waiting for all of you.
Mist is gonna
Shit.
take me up. Might as well fucking stay put.
We're gonna die.
We tried our best.
We did all we could.
He smiles at all of you and almost gives a mock bow, actually. And Irina is staying back. She's not saying a word. But she is being cautious.
That's kind of understandable.
And Strahd holds out a hand and says, "Why don't we go to the reception?"
You know what? Oh, wow. I'd love to. However, I've got some important business to take care of back there. She's like pointing towards like away from the castle. Can we take a rain check? Maybe can we go just a day?
He gives this dark, eerie laugh. It almost sounds hollow.
Don't like that. She's like nodding. She's like, so that's a yes. Okay. And she's just gonna start walking away.
As you walk past him, he's grabbing the hood of your coat. And basically,
we're doing this now.
Basically throwing you back in front of him to the rest of your party.
Oh.
It's Santa Party.
The correct answer is yes. You will be joining me for the reception.
Alrighty!
You're lagging out, Alex.
I made out why now.
Rip.
Can't believe Strahd killed Alex.
You know I love you guys.
Am I better? Am I better?
Yes.
Yeah, you're better. I hate you, Sarah.
She's gonna say, "Why? We don't need." Sorry, this is just me. It's also her, but it's me. Why do you need a reception?
To celebrate the wedding. And Irina looks uncomfortable by that, and her right hand is covering her left hand.
She's gonna look. Her head's gonna slowly go over to Irina, and then the hand that she's covering, and she's just gonna go, "Oh."
She says under her breath, but loud enough for you to hear, Woe. She says, "It wasn't exactly by choice."
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oof.
She's gonna sort of like clench her jaw and then slowly look over to Strahd, and she's going to be like, "You'll never get what you want. You may have her, but you'll never fully have her."
Oof.
Ooh.
There's
Oh,
a
you're
reason
playing a Tetris
she
game.
flung herself off that building to get away from you.
And they say I'm reckless.
When you bring that up, it seems to strike a nerve in him.
Oh god, we're dead.
Oh
His
jeez.
dark eyes flashed this blood red color.
Shit.
And
She's looking him straight in the eyes.
his lips curled back in a growl as fangs were shown. And as he growls, so does Bolt and Emil. The pack is still at the archway. Like, I don't want to get involved in this. And Strahd says, "What did you just say?"
I'm sure you heard me.
"And how did you find that out?"
She just shrugs. You hear a lot of things here in Barovia, don't you?
Oh, fuck.
But
With
sure, if you'd like for us to go to this reception, we'd love to. Or I'm sure I would. I can't speak for my party.
I mean, I guess.
so, let's just see really quick.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh.
Ah.
I just want to double check how this works. That's all.
How this works. That puts the fear of God in
How
me.
this works, yes.
Oh, we're fucked, guys.
Oh,
We're fucked.
You're not.
Fucked it.
Knowing y'all.
You're not fucked. It's okay.
Are you sure about that?
No,
You
I'm
fucked it.
not.
See, exactly.
Oh, come on, computer. Alright. So. Let me just roll really quick. Wow, okay. I don't have enough dice for this.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Jesus.
I'm so scared.
Oh no.
There we go. That's enough. You know I love you, right? Just as a
Who
quick...
are you saying this to?
All of you?
Please don't.
Are you casting fireball?
Nope.
Motherfucker.
I
What do
am
you
not.
cast? What are you casting?
10, 15,
Oh,
don't count.
Those are
no.
20.
high numbers. Oh god.
Okay. So. His hands seem to emit almost black smoke.
Scared.
And whoa, he is looking you directly in the eyes. And his hand swipes in front of him. And this... It almost looks like a black fireball. Only the fires are replaced with smoke. And as it launches towards you... Whoa. Bolt actually jumps in front of you to take the hit.
No!
And
Fucking dog.
it does actually knock him a good 10 feet away. And when it actually hits him, you can see what seems to be almost like... The best way to describe it is a disease running across his side. So like blisters.
Oh, God.
And it's nothing short of pretty. Sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Can't cast Cure Wounds on him.
When you try to, it doesn't seem to make any difference.
Oh.
What about less restoration? How's that gonna do?
I believe that might be able to work, but let me double check my facts before I get your hopes up.
Please, my crops are dying.
No. Lesser restoration will not help either.
Okay.
It seems to be this...
Fuck.
It seems to be like this necromantic energy.
Jesus.
Okay.
Like,
Let's see what I got in my little box.
where the blisters are, it looks like the skin and flesh around it are just entirely dead.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
And he glances over to Bolt and Sin briefly before looking back to you, Woe, and says, "Try me."
Oh, fuck!
Ah!
Try me,
God.
bitch.
Alright, he really snapped.
She's
Sister
gonna raise an
Strahd
eyebrow,
snapped.
Don't, I swear to God.
and she's just gonna shrug, and she's going to be like, "Do you want to set the reception or not?"
I'm not so sure I do anymore. Not after that stunt.
Okay.
Alright.
I promise I'll keep quiet.
It does not look like he believes you one bit.
She's being genuine.
Roll a
Like he can
persuasion.
choose not to believe her or not. Okay, I was like, if she's being genuine, is there a possibility she could do it at an advantage?
You know what? I'll let you do it at advantage.
Okay, cool.
Yay!
That's a good thing that you did. Okay. 16.
He still does not look pleased. The red glow in his eyes is kind of faded.
Okay.
And
Can I try convincing him?
Oh my god.
what do you want to try to tell him?
That I promise will be well behaved.
Oh god, come
You can promise, boy. Coming from Joe. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Alright, stats. What do I roll for that?
Persuasion.
Please, Jean.
And then roll with advantage because Woe passed hers.
Sexy. That's a 24. I don't think I need to
Whoa,
roll again. Because that's
20.
a nat 20.
Hell yeah.
Joan, you are singing your praises like, yeah, no, we'll be good. We won't cause any trouble. We'll be the best guests you've ever had.
I'm so fucking good at ass kissing.
And it does seem to ease Strahd, actually. Seems to relax from where he was tense before. However, a couple of bats kind of flutter around your party, and then flutter around Sin and Bolt. And those bats end up
Okay.
those bats end up changing into vampires.
Oh jeez.
Oh boy.
So there are 2 vampires around Sin and Bolt, and then around the rest of you, there are 3. And he says, "Wonderful. They'll escort you to the reception."
And we just got new clothes.
Woo, Gucci.
And with that, Strahd is turning into a vampire himself. He appears
He's
to be
turning
sorry, a
Strahd's
bat.
turning into a vampire?
into a bat.
Turning into a
Are
vampire?
you sure about that?
I was reading vampire. Bite me. He was.
Did you say bite me?
Yeah.
Good joke, good joke.
Well, I'd have to turn into a vampire to do that first now, wouldn't I, Syra?
He turns into a bat. And he does appear to be larger than the other vampires when they were bats. And just flies past you into the castle once more in order to go to the reception. And Bolt is finally getting back up to his feet. He looks like he's in pain. Like immense pain, but he's doing his best to brush it off.
Go, son.
In fact, he'll actually acknowledge that you tried to help Sin and lick your hand.
No. So Sin's gonna quietly just like pet the top of his head and apology.
She's gonna walk over to Bolt and just quietly go, "I'm sorry that you had to do that. You didn't have to."
I didn't have to, but I wanted to.
Next time, try not to be so reckless, okay? And then she sort of stops and she's like, "I've realized how hypocritical that is coming from."
That's very hypocritical, yes. But all of you need to be protected. You're what's important. You're going to be the ones to free this land, according to Emil.
Oh, I don't know, buddy. There's been a lot of adventurers that have said that before. I mean, she doesn't say that out loud, but I say it.
You hear Emil bark, and Sin, you can make it out as him saying that he actually believes in your party.
Oh, Sin relays that back.
Two whole NPCs that believe in our party. Woo!
Woo! We did it!
And Bolt looks around to the vampires surrounding all of you and says, "We should probably get to that reception, shouldn't we?"
Yeah. Good.
Guess so.
The vampires seem to just hiss in response. They don't say anything. And they lead you inside, and Bolt is walking with his head down. But staying close to you, Sin, staying by your side.
Sin's gonna keep just patting his head and petting him.
His tail is still wagging behind him a bit. And that's where we're gonna stop.
I'm so emotionally compromised.
I'm always in these sessions. I'm always emotionally compromised.
Syra, you're stopping super early.
I am stopping at 1 hour and 30 minutes.
You're stopping super early.
Oh, I'm aware.
Was it?
Oh
It
no!
No.
What?
Syra stopped super early for a reason, so we're fucked
I did.
next session.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys. Good working with you.
Oh, we should have had Venwick go with us. He could have healed us. We need a fucking cleric!
You have a paladin.
Yeah, but
Paladin?
A fighting paladin.
I'll throw hands and I'll
Blood
also
paladin.
do... What the fuck is it called? Lay hands. You know?
Heal.
More like a fighter. If
Listen,
anything, I'm the cleric of the party.
listen, I've only played fighters.
Anyway,
Hey, I want you guys to know, I was not intending on woe snapping, and I'm sorry.
That was very unexpected, but also very good.
you want to sign us
yeah.
off, Alex?
To justify what I'm thinking, I
Alex?
keep on thinking that Madame Ava said that knowledge of him will help us better in our fight. If we catch him off guard emotionally, it could do either one of two things. It could fuel him to kill us more, or it could catch him back a couple of notches.
Yeah.
You want to?
Whichever one it is, who knows? But it could possibly be helpful. It could not be. It could be very bad. In fact, it probably is really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to sign us off, Alex?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still going.
Thank you guys so much for listening to this goddamn shit show of a podcast.
You know it.
This has been First Crit with DM Syra, Adrian, who is played by Mads, Joan, who's played by Joa, Sin, who's played by Toki. Thank you, first of all, Syra, for being an amazing DM. You did an exceptional job this week, so thank you. Very well worth the wait. And thank you all for listening. If you'd follow us at First Crit, we've got some things going on that Twitter. And if you, our Twitters will be on the screen right now. I'm in several other cool podcasts and the like. So if you want to catch up with those, you can also do that because it's something that I quite enjoy. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you again next week to fucking die, I guess.
You know it.
Bye.
Bye.